for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Khalil Mack's starting to get a really big-time reputation as a pass rusher, and rightly so. So explosive off the edge getting to the quarterback, but he doesn't neglect his run duties as well. How about that tackle right there? Such a package he has, able to play the run and the pass so well.
On second down, here's Watson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And he hits his man, Matthews. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Here's Watson now on second down. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. Gonna need something special here on third and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Watson. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Shotgun now for Carr. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of your...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Preston Brown coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Marquette King now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. And he'll be knocked down sideways. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the Raiders have recovered. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet at the 36. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
Partner, it's not often that I expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games, but he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150 or more.
And last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. So if he does what you say he might, maybe he'll get another one.
Hey, I think he's locked in.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
So they recover the fumble but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board, but the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if. While the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving up such bad field position.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Now they try the right side here. And some room to roam now. A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. He's a reigning AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and defensively, they have to find an answer for him.
And that's what you would do if you were calling plays, right?
Yeah,
you'd make sure that he gets targeted, but the thing about it is the route running. That's what makes him so dangerous, is because no matter what is presented defensively, he runs his route with such skill that he's able to go up and get the football first in each and every situation.
The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
Only 4 yards on that gain, but, you know, a lot of people would say that's like getting 9 in normal circumstances since this was 1st and 5.
Yeah, now your playbook's wide open here, 2nd and very short.
Yeah, I still don't think that you can count it in the stats that way at contract time.
No, it still goes down as 4, not 9. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now Carr on the bootleg. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Matt Milano from that outside linebacker spot. He's able to get in there for a loss of 9. On play action, now Carr. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2.
Come on, let's go!
Here's Watson. Flushed out right. And he's got room. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
Back to throw, Watson. Steps away to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Jeff Swain, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Shaq Lawson in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Carr to throw on 2nd down. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense as that fell harmlessly to the ground. Faking the give. Now Watson. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. Here's Colton Schmidt now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Second down following the incompletion. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Carr will try it again on second down. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. Two-hand. Oh, I get it. Two-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped. Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Now they'll run it on the toss. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Well, anytime it's a toss or a pitch play, it's a battle for the edges. Who's going to control the edge of the line of scrimmage? In other words, can the defensive guys hold their leverage? What we were always taught was keep your outside arm or outside shoulder free if you were playing on the play side, meaning the ball coming towards you. And anyone coming from the backside, they're pinching down and sliding.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Jordan Matthews, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
This one taken just inside the 10. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the play. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Now Carr throwing on second down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. On second down, here's Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Well, first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from the Motor City. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And this one is right through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And Jones has it over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
To throw on second is Watson. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's brought down. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Watson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Mario yards. In there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? Now it's Watson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park, where the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Elsewhere on this Sunday in the NFL, they're in the second quarter in Detroit. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Looking to throw on second down. Carr. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Carr going to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. That one goes for 36 yards. Now a handoff as they run left side. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. On play action, it's Carr. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Marcel Darius. With a great push up front, he picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. So that'll back him up 5. Shift together here from the D-line. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is indeed good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So his 3rd field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear. They want to close this gap.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. And here we go on 1st and goal.
Ohio! Come on, let's go! Flex round!
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Deshaun Watson, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you...
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Tyler Jamison in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. To throw on 2nd down. Carr out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. That all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that.
And at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose, and the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And that one quickly went from a big play for the offense. I thought he may go the distance to a big play for the defense.
And how about the emotions for the defense on that play? It broke big. It was going to be an absolute disaster for them, and it turns out they end up with the football. I don't know that they're exactly celebrating. Definitely plenty of relief, though.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
That goes for a gain of 31. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. Looking to throw on second down. Carr. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Into the red zone. It's Carr. And it's caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
I just grab a nugget when I can.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Now after the INT, it's Carr. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Watson now looking to throw on second down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Well, hey, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Second and 5. A handoff as they run the counter play. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
From the gun on 3rd down. Carr. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. There he goes. Amari Cooper. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Amari Cooper, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And the Bills getting set to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch. This
under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Let's go.
Now Watson to throw on 2nd down. Going deep here for Matthews. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And now running right through him. Shedding the tackler that gives him some room. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's 3 yards. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the fourth.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
Here's Carr. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that'll bring up a second and goal. Now Carr. Buying time to his... And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Derek Carr, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And the lead will grow by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now out come the Bills. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Off of play action, it's Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Ohio, let's go. Brand 38.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this.
Here we go. Ohio.
3rd and long. It's Watson. Throw left side complete. It's right. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of...
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he'll be down deep into Oakland territory. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen...
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Mario Edwards. In there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon.
Here we go.
2nd and goal. They still need 8 yards to find the end zone. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. To throw is Watson. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
Let's go. Let's
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Jeff Swain with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bills cut into that lead.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but This one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Elsewhere, Ford Field, they're into the fourth quarter now. And the Lions emerging victorious. If they hold on, a victory there would be their third of the year. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Carr going to throw here. Going up top. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And give him a gain of 37. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year.
And this is caught by Cooper for a Raider touchdown. Amari Cooper with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And here come the Bills. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And that'll set them back 5. Here's Watson, option left. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play.
Here we go.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Kendall Wright, the intended target. And that'll make it third down.
Come on, let's go.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. It's caught. Jones. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bills get a bit closer. Just a formality now, but here's the extra point. It's up and it's good, so that'll mean the final deficit will tally out at 10. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job.